I tried some of those Australian breakdancing.
You're killing me here. You're killing me here.
Sorry.
It's a wrap. Episode number 3. Okay, that's John Eaden right over there.
In the middle of his speaking.
Right there. And I'm David Novak. We are, what are we? We are actor, writer, musicians, all that kind of stuff. And we have opinions on things.
Yes, we, like everyone else, we have opinions on things.
So we're going to talk about some stuff today. Hopefully we'll make you laugh or be thoughtful about things. We're going to be really heavy and talk about some very serious things. But no, maybe not.
Maybe you'll cry.
Maybe you'll cry. Sure. Maybe you'll laugh. Sure. So my friend John has a sponsor today.
Yes, our unofficial sponsor for today is Kibbles and Bits. Kibbles and Bits. Right here I have the 45-pound bag of Kibbles and Bits right here. But notice we have, it's savory, beef and chicken flavors.
It's beef and chicken?
Beef and chicken flavors. And then we have crunchy and meaty. So we're and meaty. And there's steak there. There's some steak and some chicken right here on the side. Mm-hmm. So let's see if this is truth in advertising.
Are you going to try some?
We're going to try some.
Okay, try some right now.
First, this looks crunchy.
Okay, put that puppy right in your mouth there.
Well, not really meaty flavored. I don't get beef or chicken from that one.
But is it cheesy? This whole thing is cheesy.
It's not really crunchy. This appears to be a meaty portion.
Do not try this at home.
You can try it at home. This does have flavor. I'm guessing beef out of that one. Here's a green one, which looks like a pea.
These are professionals. Do not try this at home.
This is also meaty. Not sure if that's chicken or beef. Doesn't taste like anything I've ever tasted before.
All righty then. Okay.
And then this one is a bone.
I had no idea we were going this far down the trail on this one.
This is a bone.
Okay.
And that one, that's crunchy. That's some crunchy right there. So, thank you.
Thank you, John. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You know, I think we've gone where no man has gone before. I think. I'm just saying. Yeah. Thank you.
Might need a drink of water with that. It sucked out all the juice from my lungs.
We were going to talk about some sports today.
Sports.
John, sports.
Chicago Bears, number 54, Brian Urlacher.
There you go. Go for it, John. Go for sports.
Okay, sports. Don't know what the Bears are doing right now, but I did.
We haven't even started the season. You do know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they've been having preseason games though. I did watch though the other day. We've been watching for the past few days. We've been watching the Tour de France. Which has been very exciting actually for me to be watching and to get to know how to watch the Tour de France and all the stuff that goes on and the little various names of things. But what really upset me about the Tour de France is these people who watch the Tour de France. They are loonies. So these guys are going like 50 miles an hour, 35, 40 miles an hour on these little tiny bicycles, right? And these idiots with their little capes on and their whatever, they jump out in front of people.
They wear capes?
They have some of them capes. Today, stage 7, which is the time trials, there are 2 guys running down the street naked.
No.
So you got a big old picture of their bottoms. Didn't need to see it. Wasn't pretty. They weren't good-looking bottoms. So they were running. They're running that. But they're in the middle of the street. These guys are hauling butt. So there was a crash.
Hauling butt. They were hauling butt.
They were.
Naked. Literally.
Butt, right down the street. So
Hauling.
that like 3 times bicyclists have hit people
Oh
because they
no, that's
step out in the middle of the street and
well,
they're
that's not
taking
good.
their cameras. They don't get out of the way, and these guys are trying to do their race, and these idiots. I was screaming at the TV, like, "Get out of the way!" And where are the police? I want to ask you, where's the police during this time? I don't know.
I still can't get over the naked guys hauling butt, literally. I
Yeah,
mean,
that was
that, I
not
mean, that's a
in the middle of the
picture in
street
my mind. In the
while
middle of the
these while they're racing while they're
that
racing.
that oh gosh,
Oh, it was
that I
awful.
mean
It was awful.
that is a
And when they crash, because they've had some crashes, so when they crash,
Mhm,
they're all banged up and beat up
mhm,
and ripped to shreds and stuff. So these stupid people jumping out in the middle of the street because they want to get one stupid camera shot or they want to run naked down the street or whatever the thing is, then and they don't pay any attention, they could
mhm.
hurt one of these guys pretty seriously. So
Especially
I
if they're
was
naked.
yes. And then
Especially.
okay, so that's the Tour de France, which has been fun. Other than that, it's been fun to watch. I've never really gotten into the whole team aspect of Tour de France, which is pretty
Mhm,
incredible, and
right.
all of how they work and everything. But I was so I got to thinking. I was watching something. I was watching was it a football game, basketball or something, which I don't really like basketball. And I just happened to see, and this guy is all, yeah, 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 that dancing in the end zone. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you get millions of dollars. You're expected to get into the end zone. You're
That's true.
expected to make a basket. You're expected to do this. So I got to thinking, what if there's a guy and he's making a copy in the copy room? Shink, shink. Yeah, I just made a copy. And he dunks his wallet on the ground. It's the same thing. It's the same.
That's
I just washed my 5th car. Oh yeah, I'm in the car washing Hall of Fame. It's so
yeah.
stupid.
No,
We're paying you millions of dollars, and we expect you to get into the
I know.
end zone, make the
I
basket, hit the goal.
I gotta tell you, when I used to watch football years ago, I don't watch it much anymore because of stuff that's happened over the last couple of years. But I'm right there with you. You know, in the old days, I'm a little bit older of a guy, but in the old days, a guy would make a touchdown, and he would go into the end zone. He might spike the ball, maybe not, but he acted like he had done it before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
he didn't have this big celebration. Now, exactly what you're saying, and in Green Bay, they go into the end zone, then they jump into the stands.
Stands.
You ever seen
Yeah,
that? It's
yeah. So
just
here he
nuts.
is. Copy boy makes his copies, runs into the CEO's office, and jumps on his desk. Ah, catch me!
Exactly. That's exactly what
That's
happens.
exactly how stupid it is. So
Oh my gosh.
I just thought, I
That's
don't
just
know.
crazy. Okay.
That was
Okay.
my
So
that's my sports issues right
you
there.
went off on the Bears there. I'm going to okay, here's my
Oh,
okay, wait,
oh.
hold on. Hold on. All right, all right. I'm going to talk about my Dodgers for just a second.
Doyers,
We
Doyers.
we talked about you mentioned butt
Uh
earlier.
huh.
You
Uh
talked,
huh. Yeah,
naked butt and all that.
I
Well, the
saw some
Dodgers
stuff.
are yeah, I know. But the Dodgers are kicking butt right now. I mean, they have the best record in all of baseball. I'm not just talking about their division, but in all of baseball, the very best record. And we're down to
What?
the last 25 games of the season before we hit the playoffs. The Dodgers record right now is 83 and 55. So that's like 28 games over 500. And they have a 5-game lead over the
Wow.
Padres, yeah, or the Madres, as the Dodgers like to call them,
Yeah. Uh
and
huh.
6 over the D-backs. I mean, they are kicking it. And
Yeah. Uh huh.
Shohei Otani is pretty much a shoe-in for the MVP for the National League. He's got right
Wow.
now, off the top of my head, and I'm pretty sure this is right, he's got 44 home runs, 44, I believe, and 46 stolen bases. And that's with 25 games still to go, and he's on pace to be the first 50-50 man, which is
Wow.
50 home runs and 50 stolen bases. Now that's kicking some serious, right?
Yeah. I hope he's
So
not on drugs.
No, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Okay,
happens
so
next.
we're done with the
So
Dodgers.
the
We're done with the
Dodgers,
sport.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
the
but
Dodgers.
speaking of points, I
Uh
mean,
huh.
we
Even a
did.
broken clock is right twice a day.
I I don't know what that meant, but yes. But it's all about scoring points or scoring runs. In football, it's points. In
Points,
baseball, it's runs. In hockey, it's goals. With wives, it's points. Whoa! What do
points.
you mean by that? I'm talking about a husband. I'm talking about a husband and a wife on the point system. I mean, is that true?
Yes, yes. No, the studio audience is on the
I
floor.
mean, it is. It's totally true.
No,
Yes,
that's
it is. It is.
it,
Yeah.
it's well, that's funny, but for women, they do
Yeah.
things for us, and we give them like 5, 6, 7 points. But
Hmm.
for women, if you do
Hmm.
something great, doesn't matter how big the thing is, 1 point. That's all you get.
It's one
One
where you could
point,
buy a vacation, honey. We're going to Italy next week.
one
How many
point,
points is that? It's
one
one
point,
point.
1 point.
1 point,
Buy him a
honey. We're
car, 1 point. Buy him some
one,
roses, 1 point.
it's always 1 point.
Right,
Except
it's
in
one
my
point.
household, there's no points. But I don't want to get into that because my
That's
wife would.
because you're already at a deficit.
That's
So you
my
have to
wife.
do a lot of
My
one
wife.
pointers to get up there.
My wife is awesome, but whenever I do something and I say, "Honey, do I get points for that?" She says, "There's no points." It's like, what
Yeah,
am I doing this for? Well, it's love. You're doing it out of love, right?
yeah.
But I
Is that
still
what it
want the
is?
points. I want the points.
We need the emotional bank account to be built up because inevitably we are going to fail at some point and we need help.
So let me
So,
ask you this, John.
yeah, uh-huh.
I don't know about you, but okay, I'm just gonna like brag on my manhood here.
I'm going to be married 30 years this year. That's pretty incredible for me
How
because
many?
30,
How
I
many?
haven't had any relationships.
Oh,
30,
oh,
30.
rookie,
That ain't that
rookie.
zero. Oh,
You're a
yeah,
rookie.
I
Yeah,
know.
you're
Well,
a
I'm
rookie.
trying hard. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm not going to make it.
So I do the dishes. I do
Uh
the
huh.
laundry.
Uh
I'm
huh.
not making this stuff up. I go
Uh
to
huh.
Costco, do all that stuff. What else do I do? I do all this. I mean, I do a lot of stuff. Points. Just I want a pat on the back.
Sure.
So
Sure. Who
I
doesn't?
mean, that's
You want to know you're doing the
such.
right thing.
I know. I know. Yeah. So
I'll give you points, Dave.
will you? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you've got points in my book. So, I'm not married to you,
Well,
but you got points in my book.
thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You're
I
welcome.
love you.
You're
I
welcome.
love you too. What
Shh, shh.
What else we got going today?
I can't remember what else we were going to do today. What else
Well,
was it?
that's kind of who we are right there. Can you see that, John? Right
Oh,
up
yeah.
that the
Yeah.
We're just two
Yeah.
average guys with a view of love, life, faith, and movies. And
Movies.
by the way, speaking of movies, okay, I
Yes.
haven't seen it yet. I want to give a review, but I haven't seen it. But I'm seeing it tonight with a bunch of friends from
What is
church.
that?
We're going to go see Reagan.
Reagan.
Yeah.
Oh, the movie
Haven't you
about
heard of
Reagan?
Reagan?
Yeah, I always
Are
get
you
scary
kidding
about
me?
those
You
kind of
haven't
movies.
heard about Reagan?
I have heard about the movie, but I have not heard anything about the movie.
Oh, I
So,
okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you what Rotten Tomatoes says. Okay.
all right,
Now
tell us
this
what
is
Rotten Tomatoes says.
okay. The critics, which tend to be a certain way, I don't want to get into politics here, but
Uh huh.
they gave it a 20%, which is
Oh, yeah.
horrible.
Uh huh.
The audience gives it 98%. 2098, 2098, 2098. What's that tell
That's when
you?
you know you got a hit.
You got a hit. Exactly.
Yeah, I've
98.
never been a big fan of critics because I think that there is first there's that issue, and then a lot of times there's they like to think that they're in charge, and when you
Right.
get a lot of people that go and see the movie, you know, it, uh, then maybe you're not in charge, maybe you're not the right
Right.
guys.
Right.
Yeah, there's a new Kendrick film out too, isn't there?
Uh, I think. Yes,
It's
and I
called
actually just saw that. I saw that the other day.
oh
I
yeah,
wish I could remember the name of it.
um,
Oh, The Forge.
The Forge. That's it. Yeah, it's supposed to be good.
Yeah, it is good. It's emotional. It touches your heartstrings, I should say.
Uh-uh.
And yeah, I mean, it's got all the elements in it. When I went to see it, honestly, I wasn't expecting a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but when we went, my wife and I and a bunch of other people, we really enjoyed it, and so I highly recommend that if you get a chance. It's very inspiring.
Yeah, I want to
Inspiring.
see that. I've heard a lot of good things about it from a
Hmm.
lot of people, so I thought it
Yeah.
was good. All
So
right,
on.
man.
So what
Oh,
else
go
we got?
ahead.
No,
I
no, no.
no, no.
No, I want to plug. I want to plug another podcast. Do you mind if I do that, John?
Okay. Yeah.
You mind if I plug that one right there? Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's all about relationship. That's the Dave
Yeah.
Novak podcast right
It's
there.
a David Novak podcast, and you
Yeah.
can find it on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, and anywhere that you listen to podcasts, you can find that one again. Again, it's called "It's All
It's a
About
good one.
Relationships."
That's a good one too. It's
Yeah,
a good one
John's
to
been
listen
on
to.
that. We have uh, we have lots of guests on that one. We have producers, directors, writers, actors, authors, pastors, teachers, and me. And
Sure, sure.
it's cool, but it's a little bit more serious. We don't
Yeah.
make jokes, so we talk about spiritual
What's
things,
that all
but
about? What's that all
it's
about?
inspiring and it's uplifting. So that's my plug of my other podcast.
That's a good plug, though. You need to do that.
Thank you.
I'm sitting here in my son's room, and he's got like his computer, which is for gaming, and I'm messing around with it right now. So he's going to be really upset with me when he
Good.
comes home.
Change all the settings. Change all the
Yeah,
settings.
yeah.
Totally mess with it. Totally
It's
mess
like
with it.
it's like a space age thing in here. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Is
Right.
there anything else? Is there anything
Uh,
else I'm trying to think of?
well, we can
I,
tell them that we're finishing up our newest movie
yeah,
that we're writing
yeah.
called. Should I tell them the name of it?
You could say it if you want to, but then somebody might steal the title.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay,
Yeah.
but I won't say the name of it. But we're almost done with our newest Christmas movie that we've written. We're like three
Yes,
quarters
we
of the
are.
way through it,
Yeah.
and it'll probably be going hopefully to Hallmark or Great American Family. But on another note, Holiday
Another note.
Ranch,
Note two.
which is
Uh huh.
one that we did write, and we should be shooting that soon. I hope. It
Yeah,
seems like we
that would be
are.
nice.
You know, yeah,
Yep,
we're
I'm going
gonna
to
do
be
that.
in Arizona and
Okay,
Phoenix at
you're doing a show. You're doing a show.
yeah, a Christmas show.
Hmm.
What is the name of that place? Um, the Pratt Brothers Christmas. They have a huge Christmas thing that they do every year. There are like billions of lights, and
Mm.
they have like a little like I want to say it's a town. That's what it looked like when I saw it online. But the Pratt Brothers do this whole Pratt Brothers Christmas, and we're going to be doing our show there. The Billy and the Hillbillies is going to be doing a show there while it's open, the whole time it's open, all the way through to the end of the holidays,
Now,
from
can you tell us what
Thanksgiving
kind
all
of
the way
show?
through.
What do you do?
It's a
I
comedy, music, improv kind of show. There's music and there's jokes, and we do funny music with jokes and all kinds of stuff, and we do it as Hillbilly Brothers. And the musicians are phenomenal. I'm a musician in the show, but I am not as phenomenal as everybody else in the show, who are all the guys who are phenomenal. One of them was just on tour with Ring of Fire, the Johnny Cash thing, and they actually wrote an entire part and stuff for him because he's an incredible bass player, a slap bass player, which is pretty phenomenal. And then his brother is one of the best mandolin players in the whole world.
Wow, wow.
He's been asked to do clinics and he goes tours all over the place. So he's going to be in it. And then we've got a couple other guys, a guy from New York who does the banjo and and everybody plays like violin. Well, like I do a little bit of that, not as
Can
much
people
as
get
they do.
tickets for this? Can people
You
get tickets?
can. I think you can get them online on Pratt Brothers Christmas or something like that. I should look that up, but I know that you can get them at the door. It does sometimes sell out. So if you're in the Phoenix area, you're
Phoenix,
gonna
okay.
Arizona. You're gonna want to get there early. It starts at sundown, and then
And what
goes till about 10
dates?
o'clock at night.
Dates?
Um,
I don't bring a date, but what are the
Somewhere
dates?
around Thanksgiving, all the
Okay.
way through to the 31st. So
Okay. Okay, great.
yeah,
All
right
right,
about
cool.
there.
So that's what you got going on.
That's what I got going on.
Okay. All right. All right. We got anything else, or is that about it?
No, that's
Or it's
about it for today's episode.
it's a
But I
wrap.
do want to say, if you want to listen to us on Spotify, maybe on some other places, um,
Yes,
put "It's a Wrap." But if you put Dave Novak after that, "It's a Wrap," it will
Dave
pop
Wood.
up.
It'd probably be
David
Dave.
Novak, yeah, David
Okay.
Novak, and it will pop up for you there. It's a little easier to find than trying to wade through all the "It's a Wrap." There's a song and there's a bunch of other stuff. So
Well, there you go.
there
There
you
you
go.
go.
That way you can find us if you want to listen to us while you're driving someplace. Because if you watch us while you're driving, you could crash into things, and we don't want that to happen. Thank you. Thank you very
All
much.
right. Well, thank you. You didn't know we had a live studio audience here, but
Yeah,
evidently we
yeah.
do.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. I
Very
guess
crowded.
we're out of here, right?
Yeah, we
Are we
are.
out of here?
We are out of here.
It's a wrap.